Hi, Ms. Schmidt. What are you going to be teaching us today?
Well, Zach, today we're going to start off learning about some ways to keep our library looking nice so that everyone who comes here is able to find the things that they need.
Oh, well, what can we do to help?
The first thing to remember when coming to the library is that it is a place where many people come to get their work done, so it's important to come in quietly, work quietly, and leave quietly. That way we aren't bothering other people.
That makes sense.
Next, it is important to make sure when we look for books, we leave the shelves looking neat. When looking at the bookshelves, there are some things to watch for. First, you want to make sure that the spine of the book is facing you. When the pages face you, it's too easy for another book to get smashed inside, and that will damage the pages. Second, each book in the library has a label on its spine called the spine label, which tells people where the book belongs. The spine label should always be toward the bottom of the book. Sometimes books fall over because the bookend moves, or someone checks the books out. This makes the shelves look sloppy and causes books to get out of order. If you see this happening, please straighten the books and move the bookend to hold them up. If there isn't a bookend, let us know and we will get one for you. The most common thing that happens to the shelves are that the books get pushed toward the back. This makes it hard to see the titles. In the library, we try to keep the books lined up at the edge of the shelf. You can help us with this by not pushing the books back and by fixing any shelves that you see messed up.
I think I can do that. Is there anything else?
Yes, our magazine section is easy to keep organized. Every magazine has a label on the shelf, so when you finish reading a magazine, make sure to put it in its proper place. That way, the next person will be able to find what they need.
Okay, but what happens when you don't know where something belongs?
That's a good question. If you pick up a book or magazine and aren't sure where it belongs, you can do a couple of things. You could put the book on top of the shelf, you could put it on the check-in counter, or you could give it to the library staff. One way I remember where a book belongs is that I pull the book next to it out a little bit. Then, if I don't want the book, I know which space it goes in.
That's a good idea.
Now, the last thing I want to talk to you about is the computer area. Everyone gets frustrated with slow computers. You can help keep the computers running well by treating them nicely and not changing the settings. If you want to print, be sure to ask the teachers so we can make sure it prints to the right place.
Wow, that's a lot to remember, but it seems pretty simple.
It is a lot, but the good thing is if you forget something, you can always ask someone for help.
I'll be sure to do that. Thanks, Mrs. Schmidt.
Thank you, Zach. We really appreciate your help in keeping the library organized.